Hey, 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 hey. What up? What up? What up? They said, oh, we don't need Juan Soto. We'll be all right. Oh, well, how's that working out for you, Yankees? Because it's not looking good. I'm going to keep it real. The Soto machine is still up in full effect for my 80s folks. And they ain't playing around here when it comes to the sport, to the baseball swing. And he ain't the only one out there, bro. How y'all doing? I'm your boy, the real Biz Taylor, joined by my homeboy, my ace, my boom. It's me and Bat Tire here to talk some of this good old sports shit. We leading off with MLB sports this morning because Major League Baseball is officially what? Back. Hallelujah. It is spring training. For those of y'all that are into baseball like me, and yes, sir, there's a lot happening in spring training. Where do we even start? It's like, okay, first of all, Juan Soto, first at bat as a Met, boom, hits it out the park, makes it official, lets everybody know, not to forget that he did the same thing with the Yankees. His very first pitch with the Yankees in spring training, boom, out the park. This is a good omen, but it's going to Flushing and not to the Bronx. So holla at your boy. And not to be left out, we also got Bregman hit out to hit a home run. We got Elle, Cruz, two home runs for Elle, bro. The ball's in fuego. This my man Kid Flash right here. Yatu Sabe, El Rapido, cover of the show, MLB 2025, along with Gunner and Paul Skeens. That man came to play. He ain't here to play around with y'all. He's showing, he just showing y'all he got the bat back. The man got the bat. The ball got the bat. He gonna run around them bases and he gonna set fire to everything in between them holes. It's crazy right now. Oh, did you hear also that the Yankees have changed their facial hair policy? You can wear beards now as a Yankee. Who's going to be the first Yankee with the beard, bro? Is it going to be Mr. Judge himself? Will it be Cody Belly? Will it be Goldschmidt? Will it be it? You know who I think it's going to be? I think it's going to be
Marcus Stroman.
No,
it's going to be Marcus. Not only is it going to be Marcus Stroman, but he's going to be the dude that violates the. He's going to violate it. He's going to come out with a full beard. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Nah, Stroman's not coming out with the beard, bro. I wish that was the case, but the first one with the beard is going to be Garrett Cole. I'll tell you why. Because he had to shave his beard when he was with the Astros to come to the Yankees. So I think Garrett Cole, if anybody's going to come out with the beard policy on fleek, it's going to be him, man. Because he was a scruffy fuck when he was with the Astros. If I could find a picture of him back then. And so he looks almost completely different now. If we're being truly honest, if we're really being honest, if you really want to know who's going to be the first to actually have their beard put on right, there's really, I'll give you one more guess, bro, because I'm actually a little surprised that you didn't get this, man. Give me one more guess, bro.
One more guess. Let me see.
I'll give you a hint.
With a beard?
He's a new Yankee.
What are you gonna say, Cody?
Nope, you're close. He's new. He's in that ilk. That wasn't him, though.
And new is Cody, is Paul, and it's Paul, Cody, and
when I show you, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, damn. Come on, bro. The one who was impacted the most by having to give his beard away was none other than the closer, Mr. Airbender himself, Devin Williams. He left his beard in Milwaukee. He looks completely different. He looks completely unkempt. I mean, like he don't look like himself no more. He said he felt naked without his beard when they told him to trim it, bro. And he looks naked. He looks naked without the beard. I'm going to keep it real. He don't look intimidating. They let him keep a little scruff. You know what I mean? But I feel like, in all honesty, Hal Steinbrenner literally picked this rule and was like, damn, after he heard what happened, how Devin felt about not feeling like a man, feeling emasculated after having to shed his beard. I think he was like, yo, maybe there's something to this. And there's also been folks who've been saying stuff like, yo, we want to bring you to the Yankees. Would you mind coming? They have to think, okay, well, I want to go to the Yankees, but do I want to shave my beard? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally been a thing in the past. And so now they don't have to worry about it as much, even though the clean shaven thing is still definitely a thing. But yeah, at bare minimum, there's a little bit of leeway. So my question to you is, do you think that Judgy will go ahead and shave his beard? I mean, and put on a beard now that he can, or no?
I think he should. I think he should do anything to hide his face. You know what I'm saying? At this point, listen, man. You know I'm not pulling no punches, Judge, man. There's a lot of things that just don't scream leadership, don't scream championship heart, don't scream winner mentality. The list goes on with Aaron Judge. Yes, you can knock 40 home runs. Yes, you can get 120 plus RBIs a year, but can you win when it really counts? And the answer so far is no. So it's not looking any better. But when I saw the lineups for the first game of spring training and Aaron Judge's name wasn't on the lineup, I said, "Oh, you too good. You too good."
Whoa, hold on. Okay, hold on. All right, are you keeping that same energy for Marcus Stroman?
It's not Marcus Stroman's fault. He's a starter. He's a starter. I mean, what do you want? The man told you he's a starter.
I'm just saying, like, he wasn't there for the first day of pitchers and catchers, and he wasn't like, oh, boo, 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 where you at? But obviously he wasn't, even in the playoffs. So of course we're comparing apples and oranges.
He didn't have nothing to do with all those losses. And I bet you Marcus was home, and they was like, y'all suck. He's like, y'all who? I didn't play.
I didn't lose shit. I didn't lose nothing. Remember when y'all lost the World Series?
Remember when y'all lost without me? Remember when y'all went up there without me and lost? Yeah. That's like me and you hanging out all the time, and then you decide to go to Tampa without me, and then you get messed up in the club, and you be like, man, they was all on us. I be like, us who? You let me home. I can't. You know, I was home. Yeah, man.
Right.
That was all you.
Right.
That was you.
You're right. That would make sense. But yeah, man, this dude does not. One of these does not look like the other, bro. Like the Devin Williams, this dude looked like he came to snipe. Like he looked like he's sitting on a roof somewhere, looking down, ready to take out one of Gotham's villains. The other guy looked like he's applying for a job at Office Depot, and he just wants to be.
That's the worst picture ever. That picture looks like they have this nigga reading from a card. Like he's like, yo, like held by terrorists. Please in help. Don't contact the police. Send ransom money. Don't do yes. He's got that look like they got a gun pointed at him and he better not make the wrong move. No. Yes, he looks very petrified right now.
Don't do the man like that. He don't look that bad, do he?
Oh, he looks petrified.
Yeah, he's not. Okay, all right. Well, hey, good luck to your homeboy. I don't know. I there's so much to talk about, but I cannot help but feel like we would be remiss if we didn't discuss the fallacy that is the New York Yankees right now. Right now, I honestly have them as a wild card team. Like I don't even have them as a definite playoff team. I don't know if they can contend in the AL East. I think that Boston has taken the lead in the AL East with the acquisition of Alec Bregman. They now have got Bregman, Tristan Costas, Jarren Duran, Rafi Devers, Rafael Sedan, all of them all in their starting lineup. And then I compare that with the Yankees. I'm looking like, okay, we've got Goldie, Jazz. There's no Glaber right now, but it's still Volpe. We got a what if with Jason Dominguez. We still have a questionable Verdugo, who is still a free agent for some strange reason. We don't have a real solid third baseman. I mean, because I think that they moved Jazz to second. I don't know what's going on at third. I mean, we can't really count on Austin Wells. He got the 4th spot last year, and he wasn't able to hold it down. They ended up giving it to Jazz. How is there any improvement? There's no improvement other than the acquisition of Max Fried. Not to mention, Giancarlo is hurt. He hasn't swung a bat. Spring trading. He's already hurt. Got tennis elbow in both elbows. Now, we're already talking Giancarlo, who only shows up in the playoffs. So now they have no Soto. Now, keep in mind, Soto isn't just there to get the high batting average. He's there so that Judge, who's coming behind him, can see what the pitcher's best pitches are. So that's how he gets his 60 home runs in 2024. Who's going to do that? Cody? I don't know. I just feel like this is such a traumatic shift in the dynamic of New York baseball in one season. Even though it was brewing before with Lindor and them, it's just so evident now that the Yankees are so much worse. And I don't want to say worse, but just not better. And I don't see how they can honestly win even in their own division, bro. So I see why you're a Mets fan now.
Well, let me slow you down a little bit too now. Like we're only 4 games into spring training. I mean, 3 or 4 games into spring training at this point. These are new acquisitions, and as you know, with new acquisitions, you have to develop some type of chemistry. You have to get new. It's getting used to the new threads, the new venue, the new digs. There's acclimation that comes along with the process of being traded or signed to a new franchise and organization. So I'm not over here willing to jump overboard right now. But what I am saying is that when I don't see the leadership, I've seen great players I've had the pleasure of being able to watch greatness kind of unfold throughout my life, being able to watch Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Tom Brady, the list goes on of great players. And one thing that all of those players had in common was they never stopped being hungry. As soon as you stop being hungry, then you don't pull up this spring training on the first day because you don't feel like you need to. You don't feel like there's things to improve.
Hungry.
Man, look, Stroman is not hungry. He's not hungry. You know why he's not hungry? Because he had a lot of time over the off season to get full. He's not hungry because he realizes that the organization he plays for is not backing him. And when you realize that you don't have the support of an organization, why am I going to give my all to someone who doesn't give their all to me? It's a one-sided relationship. And that's where Marcus Stroman is coming from. I understand it, and I even respect it. You have to bet on yourself. Now, what his hope is that he'll get another opportunity to prove everybody, wrong about, his talent or what he's capable of. So, that I think that's where that's his stance, and he's not willing to compromise himself in order to fit what it is that the Yankees want him to be. And so that's fine. But when you're the lead, and more importantly, Marcus Stroman's not the leader of the team. He's a follower. He's a role player. So he's not like Marcus gonna come in there. All right, guys, come on, y'all. We gonna do that. Like, Marcus, you didn't even play last year, nigga. Get out of here. They're gonna be like, they're like, nah, man, I'm a starter, man. Stop it, man. I'm a starter. They'll be like, look, and all the starter stuff, man. Yes. So, but so when I see a guy like Aaron Judge, $1 million smile, says all the right things, but his actions spam volumes. When you're not pulling up, bro, when you lost the way you guys lost in the World Series, primarily because you started the process of the losing with the not showing up to the at-bats, to dropping a ball that clearly you should have caught, There's like those are missteps that you work on in the off season. And what is spring training? An opportunity to work on your defects. So and the fact that you don't pull up, you just like, well, I let the young guys get a roll. No. You're the leader. You're supposed to pull up. You're supposed to pull up, be the first one in the batting cage, first one at bat. This is you, guy. And until you decide to make that leap or that transition, the Yankees will only go as far as you take them. And so far, that's not enough to get them to the promised land and over.
Okay. All right. So there's definitely a lot there, and I know we've already discussed at length.
Yes.
The way that the Yankees fans feel about Aaron Judge and why he is not fit to be the Yankees leader and hasn't given Jeter energy. And so I get it. Let me see if I can bring this up real quick. So evidently there is an explanation as to why Judge. I don't think this is going to satisfy you, of course.
Nah, not at all.
Evidently there is an explanation.
I don't need excuses. I need results. I don't want excuses. I need results. No excuses. All right. I don't want excuses.
Fair enough. But let's at least see what he had to say. So evidently there was somehow some sort of explanation. I hope this comes on the screen right. There's a lot of spam on this page, so bear with us. So here it says why Aaron Judge won't play in the Yankees' first spring training game. And evidently, as it says, Aaron Judge has played the Yankees in the past 4 years, but the crowd at Steinbrenner Field will not see the reigning AL MVP in Friday's opener and will instead have to wait an extra week to watch him in action, as manager Aaron Boone has circled March 1st as Judge's likely spring debut. With Aaron now having done this 9 to 10 years into his career, what did he play? 158 games last year? I just feel like I don't want to rush him out there. Just walking through the schedule with him the other day of how we build up and make sure we get a steady build with the right number of at-bats. I get the sense that you don't like that at all.
You know what they call that? You know what they call Aaron Boone? An enabler. An enabler. They call him an enabler. You're enabling this bad behavior. This is bad behavior. And now I see why the Yankees are not being successful. Their leadership from the top to the bottom is mediocre at best. Aaron Boone to say, what did he play? 158 games last year? You know how many motherfuckers played 158 games last year, Aaron Boone? It ain't just Aaron Judge. It ain't just Aaron Judge. How many games did Elle Cruz play last year? I'm betting it's around 158. Guess where Elle Cruz was on the first day of spring training? He was playing baseball.
Runs.
Guess what he was doing? He was hitting home runs. Not only did he hit home runs, and look, this is what I liked about Elle Cruz. That is a clear sign of taking the step in the direction of leadership. That's number one.
Yes.
Number two, it is showcasing what your capabilities are. Elle didn't just knock 2 home runs on his first 2 at-bats. He switched hit home runs on the first 2 at-bats. So he hit it from the right and then hit it from the left. And they was like, yo, if you give me another place, I'll hit it from there too. This is where he's at. This is why he's on the cover of MLB The Show, because everybody in America knows he's next up. Why? Everybody in the world is acknowledging your good and hard work. Man. Aaron Judge, you don't get passed from me. Aaron Boone might give you a pass, but I wonder how Aaron Boone is going to feel about that pass when he doesn't have a job at the end. I wonder how you're going to feel about that, Aaron. You're going to feel like you should have gave him a pass? Are you going to feel like it then? I don't think so. I think you'll be cursing out Aaron Judge at the end of the year, my friend.
Wow. Well,
It's that Aaron thing. It's Aaron sticking together.
it's
I don't like
the
that
Aaron
Aaron
stick
shit.
together.
They need to
Ron.
break
Ron.
that up. Break that up immediately. Immediately. Break it up.
Yo, well, I agree with you. I wonder if what we're seeing from Elle already is the Terry Francona effect. If he's already been getting the coaching from the former Cleveland Guardian manager, at least, or maybe just getting a little bit of a push or a nudge in a certain direction to kind of give him the little bit of extra confidence. We know Elle de la Cruz led the league in stolen bases last year, but also led the league in strikeouts. So if we can get him to get those strikeouts down, maybe get a little more plate discipline, then I think that Elle has the potential to like be on Ricky Henderson type level, like 100 stolen bases type shit. Like if we could just get him to like 40 home runs, like, yo, this dude is going to be, I mean, he's only like, what, he's 24, 25? You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, so I'm geeked to see what happens. I think the Reds, unfortunately, they're in the NL Central, which means they're clearly going to smoke the St. Louis Cardinals out of the water, and that's a whole other subject I don't even talk about right now. So right now in this NL Central, I'm seeing the Reds and I'm seeing the Brewers. Even though I think the Brewers may have lost a step because no longer they don't have Adames. They still got Contreras. They still got some potential. But yeah, Elle de la Cruz is definitely on the top of the list. Speaking of folks that are doing a thing.
Can I also say this real quick? Because you brought up a good point about, because you mentioned Terry Francona. And I wanted to say this, as great as a coach as Terry Francona has shown to be, the coaching aspect of it, you pointed out. The coaching aspect is identifying what it is that your weaknesses are and helping you to improve on them. That's what a coach does. But greatness, passion, commitment, all of those things are internal. Those either are in you or they're not. And so I as you up as much as I want to. If you don't have the desire, the passion, the commitment, the heart, the aspiration to be great, there is I could coach you till I'm black in my face. And it will not matter. It will not matter. And this is why I'm saying you can tell, you can identify greatness before it even manifests. You can identify it by a man's work ethic, by what they put out there as a product. And what I'm telling you is I have my indicators are all going off when it comes to Elle de la Cruz. When I see Aaron Judge on the floor, I'm hearing warnings, danger, red alert, all of that kind of stuff. And then when I hear Aaron Boone's comments, bro, it just makes me want to throw my hands up. And again, this is why I went over. This is why I left.
What?
It's why I left. Why I left.
Are you serious? Yo, hold on, wait. I always take you for joking when you say that. Are you seriously trading in your Yankees jersey for a Mets jersey? Is this a temporary trade?
Listen. I'm gonna tell you like this. I have an Aaron Judge jersey. I will no longer wear it. It's in the closet. It's in the closet collecting dust as we speak.
What?
Oh my God. Dust as we speak. And so I'm saying this: if the Yankees can. As much as we as fans believe in them, and they don't deserve my belief, and that's how I've always been. I'm a stark New York fan when it comes to our sports. I was a Yankee before anything. I mean, I was not just a Yankee, but I was a Knick and a Yankee. These have always been my teams. And when you don't show the same level of commitment or support that you as a fan desire, now some fans are okay with that, and that's fine.
Right.
That's fine. I've watched excellence too long for me to just be accepting mediocre shit. And I see what they're on right now. They're content with making it to the big dance, but you got to win it. Making it every year is not good enough. Ask the Kansas City Chiefs.
Ooh, he's cooking. Yo. All right. And there is something you said too about the managing. There is an element of how should I say? I'm looking for
Just
the
say
right
it.
word.
No,
Lack of urgency, like a lack of, like they're like it does. I don't get the same when I look at Stern and Cohen and them folks over there in the Mets tower. It feels to me like they have takeover on the mind. Like they're like, no. We're over this whole New York is a Yankees city. It's time for us, the Mets, to own the 20 to 30 decade. And they're functioning with intensity. I mean, I'm a little nervous about Sean Manaea being hurt. That's a little unsettling, and them not re-signing Quintana yet. I think they need to sign him. Stop playing around. Don't let that man go. He got you to the playoffs. Why not bring him in? And Manaea just got his new little Chris Sale sidearm, and now he's hurt. Now they only got a dude who was in the bullpen last year for the Yankees as a starter in Clay Holmes. I'm a little worried about that, and I don't understand why the Mets haven't made any more moves in the pitching realm, especially after losing. I say losing, but trading away Luis Severino. So I don't understand what's going on with that. But having said all of that, I don't get any sense of urgency from the Yankees. Like, Aaron Boone is a glorified child care service member right now. Like, he's just babysitting. Like, the whole thing of him trying to make sure that nobody goes in on Stroman and everybody's making a big deal. And then like Judge not being there on the first, like you're 100% right, bro. Like Judge should have been at the first spring training game.
First person there.
Right after the
First person. He should have been like, yo, you should have been in the gym after the game when they was closing that. Hey, Kobe, we got to close up, man. You gonna leave or whatever? Yeah. Just 30 more shots. Give me 30 more. And literally, they should not have left game 5. Like, they should have literally, after that 5th inning, they should have went directly from Yankee Stadium to Tampa to George Steinbrenner to train, because that was all defense. Now, game 1, I'll give you a pass. I still blame that on Aaron Boone for putting in Nestor Cortez. I still think he should have went with Tim Hill. But that 5th inning was all defense. That was all defense. It was a complete breakdown of fundamentals, starting with Judge. So, yeah, I agree with you. And I'm not a Yank fan, but damn. And what does it say? What does it say to the team? What does that say to the team, bro? Like, your ace? It says we here at the Yankees respect and honor mediocrity. That's what it says. And on top of that, I would take it a step further with Aaron Boone. I don't think Aaron Boone is just a babysitter. I think he's a bona fide therapist. I think he's there. I think he's there to deal with these fragile personalities. And I think that Aaron Judge is one of those ones that he identifies as fragile. And he doesn't want to do anything to upset him or put him in a low vibrational mode, because in that moment when he goes to those low places, Aaron disappears for us. He literally goes on witness protection, and we don't see him. We're like, what? Where's Aaron Judge? Where's the 40 home runs, 40 plus home runs? Where's the 120 plus RBIs? He's a bona fide.
Wow.
This is why I'm where I'm at with the Yankees. I'm fed up. I mean, we got a Steinbrenner over here curtailing his ways for the players. What the fuck is happening right now? What is happening? They've never done that. What is going on? I personally don't do this, but this culture and our players, your players didn't win shit. You can't ask for nothing when you ain't win shit.
Bro, hold on now. They won the ALCS and the ALDS. Give them a little bit of credit.
I'm not. We are the Yankees. We win championships. We do not win. We are not happy with AL and no. This is what I'm talking. Listen. You would be a part of that organization. You could go in there right now because you're okay with mediocrity. I'm telling you that George Steinbrenner is turning over in his motherfucking grave, because here you are curtailing for these losing guys. You're like, oh well, man, this is Steinbrenner. I miss my tears. Nigga, you just got here. You ain't even played the first game. And you asking for some shit. We just paid you millions of dollars to come over here. Why you didn't do that in your contract? Why you didn't have your agent put that in the contract? Because you knew we was the Yankees and you knew you was going to do whatever the fuck we told you to do. So I don't want you. Listen, let me calm down. Because
I know, right? Nolly's like, yo, this is pent up energy, Nolly. Like, this is why we have to have this outlet, because I don't have a place to release this kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got Saturdays for the other energy, so we're cool. Yes. But when it comes to like, yo, my man, the switch team, do you know how big of a deal that is, Nolly? You a New York girl. This man is moving he's changing his jersey from the pinstripes, right?
It's really not that big of a deal. It's not really that big of a deal.
I mean,
I
don't know. I feel like diehard Mets fans may be like, nah, fuck all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Take your ass back over there to the Bronx. Yeah.
Diehard Met fans really, they're just okay. Listen. I don't want to get into that because you're about to get me jumped. You're about to get me jumped. Look, you're about to get me jumped as soon as I walk into the stadium. They be like, what all that shit you was talking about? Basically, all I'm saying is it takes two to have a conversation. And the Mets weren't part of the conversation for a very, very long time. Now they are.
I mean, they had their years. They had the David Wright, Mike Piazza.
I mean, it was yeah. All right, so
don't do that. Don't do that.
No. Of course. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So my thing is more of I see an organization who represents me. I'm all about representation. The Yankees have represented for a very, very long time under the Steinbrenners. I don't know if that still continues. This does not look like the Yankees organization of old. I'm okay with growing and moving forward. I'm okay with that aspect of it. I think a lot of these things are outdated, but I don't think it was so much about control for George, like especially for George, as it was maintaining a standard. Yeah, and I think and so like everybody, the Yankees are supposed to be separated from everybody else in baseball. You dig what I'm saying? George, the Steinbrenners designed this organization to stand out amongst all of the other teams, and so when all of the other teams are progressing and moving with culture and moving with the times, the Yankees stayed consistent that this is the organization, this is the standard, because this is the Harvard of baseball. We only take the top recruits. We only win championships and nothing less over here, because that anything less is a disappointment. I don't care if we showed up in the World Series. Did we win? Okay. If we didn't, let's not talk about it. Let's get back to work and let's get back in it. That is why the Yankees have 28. What is it? 28, 28, 27. I'm trying to see that's me. That's me project because I'm so used to it. I'm just projecting. But this is why they have more, like almost triple of what the next person, like, what I'm saying, has. I think 11 is the next closest, and that's your Cardinals, right?
Yeah, we got 11. Yeah, then 8. Well, actually 9 for the Dodgers now. So the Dodgers are 2 behind us. Yeah.
Yeah. So my whole thing is there's a shift, and this shift that's happening right now could turn. This could be so detrimental to the Yankees organization that they find themselves on a losing plateau for the next. Like you were talking about last week when you were saying you could foresee the Dodgers being the most relevant team in baseball for the next 10 years based on their life.
Yes, it's a fact.
And listen, I really don't disagree with that. I was just saying what we said last week. I do think that they will be very, very, very relevant in the next 10, 11 years. But I don't think it's just because of their roster. I think it's because the decisions that they make with their roster as it pertains to how the organization is ran. And so this right now for me is a crossroad where they could go left and this shit could go real, real bad. And
the Yankees?
Yes, absolutely. They could plummet. Because right now, Giancarlo is, which we already knew, and this is the thing that I was telling you when we was talking about during the playoffs, and I said what I said. I said, yo, they should get rid of Giancarlo because Giancarlo this is probably the best you'll see, the best version of Giancarlo you'll get. And then take and re-sign Soto. And then I also told you if you don't do that, and sign Soto, get rid of Judge and keep Giancarlo as a safe. I did tell you that last year. And instead Juan decided to not stay there. So this could be a very trying times for Yankees fans. If this is the philosophy and if this is the way that Aaron Boone is going to coach, where he's more worried about the mental health of each of his players, which, don't get me wrong, everybody is entitled to be looked after, but not by your fucking coach. That's the job of your therapist. You got money, bro. Go pay the best therapist in the world to tell you you're great. And that's what you want. But then when you come through those doors, be ready to play baseball at the highest level possible. And that is the culture that is not the standard that is not being upheld or not being upheld or demanded by the organization. And that is where George is like, man, who in the gave you permission to do all of this? You know what I mean? So
But, honestly though, it's really, I feel like it's, oh man, you know what? I hate to say this because I hate to make it simple, but let's just keep it simple. The Soto deal destroyed the Yankees. The Soto deal single-handedly. And at first you were like, okay, they got bounce back energy. Hello, Cody. Hello, Belly. Hello, Goldie. Hello, Belly. Hello, Devin Williams. Oh, they're making really good moves. But then you think, oh, shit, wait a minute. Jason Dominguez can't play in the outfield that well. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Giancarlo's hurt. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Judge doesn't really put up in the postseason. And it was Soto that kind of got them through that, despite that one the time he slayed Class A in that Guardians game, which I still think was pretty phenomenal. I know y'all don't care about that, but Class A had, he had one run like the whole year. He goes one game and gets 2 home runs hit off him. So yeah, I think that the Soto deal fucked him up, and I think that the Yankees' pride got in their way. What was Soto saying after the signing? He wasn't saying like, yeah, they gave me more money. He's like, no, the way they treated my family. You know what I'm saying? Little stupid shit they could have done. Like, yeah, man, we'll give you a suite. Sure, y'all could have some tickets behind the dugout or behind the home plate. Sure, we'll give you a small allowance for your mom's clothes, but don't tell nobody. Let's keep that on the hush. But they was like, nah, we are the Yankees. We got Judge, Giancarlo, Garrett Cole. We had Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Lou Gehrig. You know what I'm saying? This is what's hurting them. The Mets don't have that legacy. So they're like, we have to establish it now. And they're not willing to risk it. And that's why I feel like, yes, the Yankees will possibly not even make the playoffs this year. And that's crazy.
I'm not going to go that far.
They didn't make the playoffs in 2023.
Yeah, but
they almost didn't make it. They had to beat. Oh, no, they didn't. That was
not.
The Braves. Yeah, okay.
They're not gonna. They're not. The Yankees will. This is the thing, right? The Yankees will perennially.
Before you answer, just let me throw out for your consideration the Red Sox. Okay. Continue.
I mean, the the Yankees' biggest rival in baseball is the Red Sox.
Yeah, and they made some big moves.
But this is nothing different, man. But the Red Sox always are making moves. Like every year, their organization makes moves because they're a team who also traditionally has been in those big games and done things on stretches and stuff like that. So my thing is this. Listen, I disagree with you that Soto is the reason that the Yankees will never be good anymore. Because
I don't say they won't be good. Just this year. This year.
This year. What I'm saying to you is, in order for that to be true, decisions had to be made by people that would have caused them not to be able to sign Juan. This is why I say the Dodgers, I look at them differently, because I realize that organizationally, they've found a way to make it work, and it works, and it continually works. I just got to see a young prospect with the best name in baseball, bro. I don't think you could have came up with a better name for a baseball player than this young man, Zaire Hope. Zaire Hope. Like that's just like it just screams this guy's gonna be a star. His name's Zaire Hope. Come on, man. Like I listen. I can see it now. The Dodgers hoping the Dodgers and hope coming to Yankees. Then stop it. Come on, man. Then stop.
Keep hope alive.
Keep hope alive. Yo, there's so many ways you can go with that. But I don't want to get off track. So but the Dodgers organization, the way they've been running business and conducting business is why they've been so productive, is why they've been able to make the deals that they've made. It is also the reason why the Yankees in the past were able to make the deals and everything that they want. You think that the Yankees haven't always had that mentality? The Yankees always had that mentality. We're the Yankees, and we're not going to bend, and we're not going to do anything out of the ordinary for you to be here. You should want to be here because we are the premier place to be. That is the selling point. You know who else does that? The Lakers. The Lakers are like that. They're like, this is LA, bro. Are you kidding me? So, but they've earned it by the championships banners that hang throughout their ceiling, the very, very productive history that rolls inside those buildings, and that is what you're selling. You're not selling the same thing a team like maybe the Cardinals or the Braves or like the Phillies are selling. You're selling. We have 27 World Series. The next closest team has 11. What are we talking about here? Do you want to be great or do you want to be paid? Or would you like to be paid and be great? Because we do that here too. So my whole thing is the Yankees right now are making poor decisions. It's coming from the top and it's trickling down to the bottom. When you hear a coach like Aaron Boone say, well, he played 158 games last year. That's his job. He gets paid for what, $500 million a year? Not a year, but $500 million over the course of
450 over 10 years.
Yeah, over 10 years.
So
this guy's he's a multi-million-dollar player, basically is what I'm saying. He's getting paid big bucks. So when you're getting, I hate when I hear this type of stuff and coming from coaches and coming from players talking about, I'm tired and all of that. That's why you get paid what you get paid. But there's people that are getting paid $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year, working 100+ hours a week, and dealing with family and dealing with all kind of other things, and they make it work. And guess what? They don't have the luxury of not going to work, because guess what? They'll pull up a week later and not have a job.
Wow.
They'll be like, they'll be like, oh, you didn't pull up. You knew we was here a week already, right? Well, yeah, but I thought I was special. Oh, you thought you was special. Oh, how many rings you got? Oh, okay.
All right. Well, listen.
Yeah. Nah.
Well,
I'm telling you, that mediocrity, man. Y'all can have it, Yankees fans.
Well, I feel like, I mean, I know you don't want to hear this, so we can move on after this, but I feel like this is necessary. I feel like the Yankees need to experience a slump. You need to experience some down seasons so that you can have more respect for the time when you are winning and not be so demanding that every year you make the. I mean, listen, I get it. You're the Yankees, so obviously you've got more World Series wins than anybody else. But
I don't think you do get it though.
I do get it. I get it. You guys are plagued with success, and so anything that is remotely stands in the way of that, you want to throw away the whole team. And I feel like you need to experience a few years of rebuild. And I know this isn't a rebuild. This isn't the Cardinals and the Brewers. I get it, but this is a lesser team. This team is not as good as it was before. And you didn't, other than Max Fried, secure, and Devin Williams, I guess, didn't really secure much tools in the offseason to help move forward. So I feel like these next few years should humble you guys.
That's early. You're speaking very early. We're in the third or fourth game of spring training.
I don't see y'all beating the Red Sox. If this is an ALDS, I don't.
You're just going by names, though. You're going. Listen,
I'm going by the lineup. I'm going by the lineup.
Exactly. What I'm saying is, you're going by the names of these players that were successful on other teams, and because they were successful on other teams, you feel like that will basically transition to their new roles on these new teams. So here you are with Alec Bregman, who was successful last year, very good hitter, very good player. And he could have the same impact as he did last year. Just hear me out. He could have the very same impact with Boston. But what I'm saying is, until they're proven, yes, Alec Bregman hit a I think he hit a home run, right? He hit a home run so he hit a home run. So, but that's what happens when you pull up, like on the first day, with the desire, with the mentality, with the commitment to be greater, to be better. But I'm not gonna sit here and just say that Cody Bellinger's a wash, Paul Goldschmidt is a wash, everything, when we're 3 games into the spring training. Let these guys function. Again, when you walk into Yankee Stadium, have you been to Yankee Stadium?
No.
When you walk into Yankee Stadium, it's a different feeling than anything else ever. I've been into Atlantis. I've been into the Braves Stadium. I've been into the Philly Stadium, and I've been into the Yankee Stadium. And I'm telling you right now, it is a different vibe altogether. When you walk in, I can't even. It's ominous. It's a.
What does it have to do with the Red Sox being better than them?
No, what I'm saying to you, brother, is there's an allure that comes with going to a team. Sometimes that allure affects a player when they get there because they realize I got the pinstripes on. There is a standard. There's a standard here. We know that we're playing for championships, and anything less is not acceptable. That is a lot of pressure that comes along with that. Sometimes people need to transition through the pressure. That's why I said right now, Aaron Boone is playing therapist when he should be playing coach, and leave the therapy to the therapists, and then let them handle that aspect, because I get it. Right now, you're looking at the lights, you're looking all around, you're like, oh my God, I'm a Yankee. It still hasn't manifested itself yet. You're like, well, I mean, it's manifested, but it's like it still hasn't really set in. So yeah, I expect Cody and Paul to start looking better in like a week or two. I mean, because you got to get back acclimated. You've been gone for the summer, you've been chilling, you've been going on the islands, you've been sipping the drinks, you've been having fun. Like, yeah, you got to get your legs back right. You got to get back, into your workouts and all of that. So all of that will come back, man. So I'm not just going to sit here and count the Yankees out. The Yankees will be there again. They will be in one of the top contenders in the league again. But will they win? Probably not, because you have Aaron Boone telling Aaron Judge it's okay not to show up.
To camp. All right. first of all, let's back off of Booney a little bit. I don't think that the same thing he says.
Absolutely not.
I don't think that what Booney's a manager, all right? So he has to manage what happens in the clubhouse. So I don't think that it would serve him right to go out and be like, well, I don't know why the fuck Judge ain't here right now. You fucked up the 5th inning of the World Series. You should be in the goddamn field right now. You fucking up. I don't think that serves the relationship between him and the rest of the clubhouse. That might be what he says to him in person. But I don't think that's.
You ever heard of a guy? You ever heard of a guy? You ever heard of a guy named Joe Torre?
Oh no! Oh, whatever. Joe Torre.
I'm just saying. You ever heard of a guy named Joe Torre?
Maybe Ron Washington. Maybe I'd even throw Tommy Lasorda. But no, Torre was not. Oh, fuck that, I'm going to tell it how it is kind of motherfucker. You give me that. He was with the Cardinals for the longest. I know Torre very well.
When Joe Torre was with the Yankees, we won World Series. You know why we won World Series? Hold on, whoa. He didn't have to talk shit to the media. This is what I'm trying to say.
He had Jeter, he had all these tools.
No.
We're not going to do this.
Yo, hold on. That's not the only. Yes. All right, listen. My point is that there was no reason for Aaron Boone to curtail that. Instead, you go to Aaron and you say to Aaron, this is the conversation you have in the office. This is not a conversation you have publicly. But you do tell your player, look, Aaron, it's gonna be a tougher road this year. We don't have Juan. We weren't able to get him.
True.
But I'm gonna need you to step up. And I know you're the leader of this team. We look to you, and we need you to help out the new guys and get them acclimated to Yankee culture and how what the standard is here. These are the things that you want to have in the conversation. What you don't want to have and what you don't want to say as a manager is, hey, yeah, man, it's cool. Yeah, you don't want to come in. You played 158 games last year. That's a lot. Not a lot of people do that. And listen, whatever you want, sir. Whatever you want, Mr. Judge. You don't know. That's not called managing. No, that's not called.
Okay, that's a good point.
It's not called managing.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
But that's true. I mean, I was just speaking mainly about like what he says to the media, but what you're saying is right. Like he shouldn't even. When him and Judge spoke before spring training, he should have been like, when Judge was like, man, I think I'm just going to come in maybe around March. He should have been like, nah, bro.
I need you here day
we
one.
need you on opening day with everybody else, motherfucker. Yeah, did you see you in the World Series, nigga? Did you see you in the playoffs? Did you need all the go back to watch the 5th inning of Game 5 and then come and call me back.
Yes, exactly.
Who the fuck?
Exactly.
Nigga, did you see you?
Now we're seeing
it wasn't a hard fly ball. The shit went right into your glove. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to slide. You didn't have to jump. In fact, I think it was a few plays before that. You caught a ball and you ran into the wall, damn near knocked the wall over. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, like, bro, we need to see the dude who needs the most help here on day one. I get you. Point taken, bro.
That's one thing I hear from every sports star, right? They talk about this like this is rep. You need reps. You need repetition. You need to do something so much that your body and your mind, it's instinctive. You want it to be instinctive. So when that curve ball comes down the pipe, you see it, bang.
Yeah.
When that screwball comes down, pipe. Whatever they throwing, whatever the 2-seam fastball, the 4, whatever. When you see it, because you've been repping it and you've been just swinging that back. Look. That's why Juan, Elle, Vlad, all of these men, Alec, all of those guys are great hitters. Repetition, bro. Repetition. You can't be pulling up on a week later talking about, yeah, man. Hey guys, hey man, I saw y'all play last week, man. Y'all suck. By the way, that y'all lost 4-0. Y'all couldn't get one hit. Y'all couldn't get one hit.
Yeah.
Like, y'all suck.
Yeah, and another thing that's funny is, if I'm not mistaken, I think Judge is moving to left field, so he doesn't have any active reps with the team in left field. right now because I don't think he's going back to center. I think they're putting Belly in center. So
I think right now it's spring training, so they're experimenting with a lot of things. They're probably going to move everybody around to see where they're best fit. Clearly, Dominguez does not need to be where he's at.
God.
You need to move. You need to find. You might need to move. You might need to move on from him altogether.
He gotta be. It'll be weird to go from prospect to DH. You know they really want his bat, but he can't play infield. He can't play left field. But he's a center fielder. They say that that's what he does. But it's like as a center fielder, I thought that meant that you could kind of play wherever. But I guess you can't always translate to the corners. But I guess we gotta see. We gotta get this dude some. Give him look. I'll keep it real. As a Cardinals fan, I am relying this year heavily on the potential of Jordan Walker, right? Who's got a big bat's just about 3, right? But there's no real place to put him on the field. They put him in right field, and he's not very good. I'm gonna keep it real, and most Cardinal fans will admit that. But like, all right, you know, he's not very good out there. You know what I'm saying? But we're like, but what we lose in defense will make up for it. He's gone 2 for 3 in the games that he's been batting at for right now. So it's like we hope that he gets better, and we see it. Jordan had some innings where he missed some of the same stuff we saw the Martian miss, but we just kind of stuck through it. I'm wondering if that's what the Yankees are going to do with Dominguez. I mean, they're short-handed, bro. They need the help, but changes are necessary. Speaking of changes, let me go ahead and move this along a little bit. I got a quick question for you, homeboy. Have you ever been in a relationship with a tender young lady or whatever, and she start complaining to you about how you don't take her out, you don't do nothing with her, and you kind of like, come on, man. You know how we get down, baby. You know I love you, babe. And she like, all right, but it would be nice if we could, you know. And then after a little while, you start noticing she going to the gym. She started to put on a little more makeup when she leave the house. Got different fragrances. You start to feel like, hold on, man. Like, is this all for me? And then she demands, look, nigga, you gonna take me out or I'm gonna go out. You know? And you're like, oh shit. And then you got a decision to make, you know, because that's your love. You know, y'all ride or die. But, you know, you might have some doubts. You don't know for sure if you're gonna make it, but she knows she worth more than what she getting right now. So she about to be her full potential self. And if you ain't gonna be the one that wants to take advantage of her and her full potential, then she gonna go ahead and go out there and find it. Has that ever happened to you?
If it did, I don't know. I mean, they listen. I must have some good cheaters. I don't know. They were good at what they did. I mean, I don't. Listen. There was one particular time that I can say for sure that I did catch a girl cheating. I did. And if you're watching, you know who you are. She might be watching. Yes, I did catch her cheating. And it was so crazy because we lived together, and I had said, you know, earlier that day, I was like, I'm not coming home tonight. I got some work to do late, and I'm just gonna be out. I'm gonna be here pretty late. And it just so happened that, you know, as things do happen with work, you got done early, and I was like, oh, you know what? Just going home. I don't gotta announce myself. I live there.
Oh no.
So I get home, and there was I had the key to the bottom lock, and I didn't have the key to the top lock. So that, which is weird, right? But that was how it was set up. So I get there and I open the bottom lock, and the deadbolt is on the door. So now I'm knocking on the door. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, hey man, open the door. And so, boom, nobody comes. So I'm like, yo, knocking. I'm like, hey, open the door. I'm banging out, calling her phone. She not answering nothing. So we had so the way it was set up, because this was an apartment, there was a kitchen window to my apartment. Like I had a little kitchen window that was right there on the thing.
Yeah.
So I lifted the kitchen window and I'm coming through the window to get in the house. And I get through the window to get in the house. And when I get in the house, she's standing in the kitchen in the robe. And I'm like, yo, why you didn't open the door? Yeah, like well, I mean, it's at night, so you know, you didn't have the clothes on, so that's not out of the ordinary. But the out of the ordinary part is you hear me, you clearly are right here and didn't open the door. So I walk in. I mean, I get into the window and I'm like, babe, why you at the door? And she's looking at me with like the most blank, scary look I've ever seen. And I could it was like immediately I knew something wasn't right. It was like I get in, I stand up because you know I had to climb through a window and get all through the sink, you know. Yo, it was crazy. I'm like, damn, I gotta get all through this. You know what I'm saying? So and then I stand up and she's standing and I'm talking to her and she's not saying, I'm like, yo. And then I look down the hallway. I just happened to glance down the hallway because this was a 1-bedroom apartment. We were poor then. So at my one bedroom apartment. So I'm looking down the hallway and the room to our bedroom is closed. So now listen, I won't say I'm a genius, but I'm pretty sharp. I'm pretty sharp at times when I want to be. So at this moment I knew something was up. I walked down the hallway. She's like, yo, you know, babe, whoa. I'm like, no. Walk down the hallway. I walk in the room, and there is a man, butt naked, in my bed. Now, right?
Yo, butt naked.
Listen.
Yo.
Listen. I don't know this man is butt naked. I just walk in, and he's in the bed under my covers, chilling on my side of the bed. You know what I'm saying? So he's on the joint on the bed, and I'm like, oh, so now, yeah. So this what we doing? Because look, if you've never been in that situation, I've heard a lot of dudes talk about what they'll do in that situation, but until you're in that situation, you don't know what you'll do in that situation. Now, I'm gonna tell you what I did. I looked at this dude. I looked at him when I turned the light on. I looked at him. Now I looked at him. I looked at him to see if I knew him, and I didn't. I didn't know him. So immediately, it brought me down because at this time, my anger is not aimed at you, sir. Like, my anger is aimed at the person I established a relationship with. It's not aimed at you. So in that moment, I tell him, yo, man, just get your stuff and, you know what I'm saying, and bounce. You know what I mean? And when I told him that, he didn't move. Now, this is all documented. Also, by the way, this is not me making all.
There's video footage.
No, this is all documented. There's paperwork and everything.
What?
Yeah,
we can read the transcript.
Let's read the transcript. Listen. So I told him, I told him, and he didn't want to leave. So, you know, people who know me know that I sometimes can, you know, be protecting myself and keep protection on me from time to time. And so I kind of, you know, insisted that he get up. And at that point, he jumped up out of the bed, forgot that he didn't have no clothes on, and ran in my closet. I ran in my closet. So he runs in the closet. Yeah, look, the dude runs in the closet. I'm like, man, get out the closet, man. So I'm like, come out the closet, man. Get your clothes and bounce. So now he's scared. Now you wasn't scared just a minute ago when I told you to get up and leave. Man, when I asked you to leave, you would thought it was all good. And then you know what I'm saying? So he gets his clothes and now he's scared. He don't even want to walk by me. You know, he's I said, listen, listen, this was exactly, I'm gonna tell you word for word what I told him. I said, listen, the only reason I'm letting you walk out of here right now is because I don't know you. And I said, as far as I'm concerned, she chose you. But if I ever see you over here or I see you around again, it ain't gonna be so simple. And he, you'll never see me again. That was his word. You'll never see me again. That's exactly how I said.
You could have did the Nino Brown walk him down the block naked shit, bro.
Nah. See, if I would have knew him, no. If I would have known him, that would have been my rap. That would probably have been way worse if I'd have known him. Right. But because I didn't know him, and because I've been that guy on the other side. Many a time I've jumped out of many windows in my day. I've done some things, some questionable things. It was So
I get it, bro. I feel you, bro.
No. Plus, again, I don't know you, so it's not on. The onus does not go to you. It goes on the person who I established a relationship with. So once he left, then all of the secrets came out. And it was like.
Oh wow, there was more.
No, I mean everything. You know what I'm saying? Just because when you're cheating, when someone is cheating on you, there's a lot of like hiding and a lot of lies and deception and that goes along with that. So you gotta have you gotta account for where your whereabouts are and lie about it. And it's so crazy because she had just came and see me at work that day to get money to get her hair done, and I gave her money to get her hair done. And I hadn't even seen it yet. I hadn't even seen her hair. So you went to go get your hair done. You went to go get your hair done for this gentleman. Like, he was like, could you get my hair done for my date tonight? I want to look real good for when he smashes. All right, so yeah, so ultimately that is the only time in my life where I've caught somebody cheating. And so as far as I know, I'm 28-1. I don't know. It feels like a good record. I feel like I'm pretty sound. But that one was definitely one. But yeah, if I didn't do the guys different, I feel like if you don't know the person, you always got to give them a pass, man. Like because you don't know what she told. You don't know what your significant other told them. And this is why, and another reason why, because I told you I'm pretty sharp. I noticed that despite me coming into the crib, despite me talking to her when I came in the crib, our crib wasn't that big, which means he was privy to everything that was said prior to me coming into the room. But he chose to stay in the bed, which means this wasn't his first time there. And it also establishes that he was comfortable. Because think about this. If you know you're cheating and her man comes home and you're naked, you better put your clothes on quickly because you don't know what to expect. You're going to fight the man butt naked? What you going to do? You're like, yo. So that's all of these things. I processed it like that. Like, they say like God is with you. I feel like God was standing right next to me, like, look, I know it's all bad right now, but don't kill him. Just don't kill him. Don't kill her and don't kill him. And I was like, he was like, look, I know it hurts. I know this hurts, but do not kill them. And I swear I felt a peace come over me, like that just made me very comfortable in that moment to where I'm just like, all right. And I never raised my voice. I never got out of pocket. I just was like, look, man, just get your stuff and come on and get out of here. And then I told him very calmly, look, man, this is your pass. It's your only one. If you decide,
wow,
like this is it. I mean, you don't like
been doing some real dirt. If you were like, all right, you got me.
I don't know him. Like I can't.
But you gave her a pass. You said you gave her a pass.
I did not say him. I said there's paperwork. Okay, my bad. No pass given. There was no pass given.
If I could be a little candid, I wasn't expecting that much information.
Oh yeah, story time. I felt like I'm being vulnerable right now. But
I'm glad.
Therapy
I'm sorry,
session.
I want to give you a little bro hug, man. I'm sorry you went through all of that, bro. And
What? I got a great wife. Are you kidding me? I got a great wife, bro. Like,
oh, I know right now. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, the fact that you had to go like, I ain't never walked in on a girl getting it on that. Nah, that's never happened to me. So I'm just saying, like, I don't care how much you hated her, that the experience could not have been pleasant. So I'm sorry to hear that. But the point that I was making originally, but we're gonna circle back around to that in a second. I was going to get this part out the way. The point that I was originally trying to make was that sometimes when you're in a relationship, some folks will give you signs to let you know they're trying to leave. And that's kind of what's happening with, in my opinion, the Toronto Blue Jays with Vladimir Guerrero and Jr. and the front office. Now, this is Vladdy Guerrero in 2024. Okay, this is him, first baseman, full locks, got the red, got the brown tips. Looks very healthy, shall we say? This is Vladdy after Juan Soto got $765 million for 10 years. Vladdy showed back up, no locks, full trim, mature hair, beard, lacking some of that belly that we see. I mean, it's still there, but you can tell he's working on it. And he walked up into that.
He looks Yankee ready. Yankee ready.
He looked ready, and he walked up into that office and was like, "Give me my money. I want my money. I'm a 26-year-old, damn near 3 at bat hitting, goddamn it, 30 plus home run per season hitting ass motherfucker. And you know my roots in this game. You know Vladdy Guerrero Pops is a Canadian hero. You know that ain't nobody else in the whole MLB that's Dominican but got a birth certificate that say Canada. You know I was tailor-made for this fucking franchise. Give me my money. You see what happened with Juan Soto? I want that kind of money. And unfortunately, that's not what happened. Even though Vladdy went up into that office looking all trim, fit, ready to get his little get his money back, but it didn't go the way they expected. And this is what Vladdy had to say about that.
Is able to make a deal on a contract extension.
El equipo y tú pudieron llegar a un acuerdo en la extensión.
Bueno, no, ninguno de los dos llegamos a un acuerdo, ¿sabes? Ellos estaban en un punto y yo estaba en otro, pero obviamente son cosas que pasan y uno tiene que entender el negocio.
No, we did not get an agreement today. I mean, they had their numbers, I have my numbers, but you know, this is business, like I always say. Things happen, but we all good.
Were you guys able to meet in person in the days or hours leading up to your deadline?
Pudieron reunirse en persona, especialmente los últimos días cercanos al deadline.
Sí, los últimos días sí, obviamente ellos y mi abogado estaban haciendo los negocios, obviamente, pero no llegó nada al punto.
Were you and the Blue Jays able to?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially the last couple of days, the front office, my lawyers, my agents, they met. They tried, both parties tried, but I mean, obviously we couldn't get an agreement.
You mentioned before, now the Blue Jays would have to negotiate with 29 other teams. Will this experience impact how you look at a possible return next fall once you're in free agency negotiating with other clubs?
Y obviamente se mencionó, obviamente ya vas para free agent, la competencia en otros 29 equipos. ¿Tú crees que esto en ti te impacta básicamente en regresar y firmar aquí de nuevo?
Bueno, obviamente me gustaría, ¿sabes? Me gustaría, como siempre he dicho, yo nunca he dicho que he querido salir de aquí, pero ahora mismo está el punto que tendrá que competir por traerme de vuelta para atrás.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially the last couple of days. Listen, I want to be here. I want to be here for the rest of my career. But you know, it's free agency, it's business. So I mean, I'm gonna have to listen to 29 more teams, and they're gonna have to compete for that.
The number is close.
Are you picking up what Vladdy's putting down? Yo, this was yours. All of this was yours. But you want to let me go on down to Planet Fitness, get fit, and you want to let me walk out in my red heels tonight? For real? You want to let me walk out the door? Okay. Because there's plenty of niggas going to be in that line when I'm walking up to the club saying, hey, Red, what's happening? I don't need y'all. You know what I'm saying? And Vladdy's established himself. He is, mark my motherfucking words. You heard it here first. You probably heard it other places. Vladdy is the new Soto. In the 2025 end of the season, The free agency of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will take precedent as one of the largest fish in the free market when it comes to free agency baseball-wise. And he will deserve every bit of it. The dude is literally the same as Juan Soto, except without the errors, because he's an infielder, not an outfielder. So, yeah, you got a franchise dude with the personality who can hold down an entire franchise. And he's saying, he just said to the entire MLB, I am up for grabs. And the Toronto Blue Jays have yet to respond. Are they going to let Vladdy walk out the door? Are you nuts? Are you nuts? I get it. You ain't made the postseason. You ain't really did nothing, but you wouldn't have even came close. Nobody would have gave a fuck about Toronto if it wasn't for Vladimir Guerrero. So if y'all let that man walk out the door, if you let him open the door, he is not coming back. Let me tell you why.
Hey, yo, let me ask you a real quick question, man, because this is just really, really bothering me. His dad, Vladimir Guerrero, didn't he play for the Rangers? Texas?
No. He played for the Angels.
The Angels. All right.
And
so, okay, it was the Expos. I knew it was one of them blue and white too. All right, so his dad was in the league for how many years?
I think about 15. I don't want to lie on that. Let me make sure, but I know he was in there
years.
for a while.
I mean, it's a long time, right? Right?
Yeah.
So where did Vlad Guerrero Jr. grow up? Did he not grow up in the States?
So he was born in Canada. He was born in, I want to say, Montreal, and then he grew up back and forth. A lot of his time was spent in baseball camps in his youth in the Dominican Republic. So he still has the Dominican Republic upbringing. Because I know you're probably thinking like, hold on, bro, you from Canada. Why you can't just speak English? You know what I'm saying? So he was born in Canada. That is true. But he still grew up in the Dominican Republic, and he grew up heavily, obviously, with his parents, who, Vladdy Guerrero Sr. didn't never really like grasp the full concept of English as well. So, I mean, he's basically, his birth certificate doesn't necessarily represent his upbringing, which is predominantly in the Dominican Republic. Unfortunately, back where his pops grew up. But yeah, he has Canadian roots, which is again what makes him tailor-made for the Toronto Blue Jays. Like, there's literally no other place that it makes sense. So he practiced. Nolly, I love Nolly so much.
Yes.
Thank you, Nolly. Did you see this comment? It's just when you were sitting there going off on you.
Yes,
It's so it's different balls.
Absolutely.
Yes, balls. It's all balls.
All balls.
But yeah, so my point is just basically, listen, you have made a mistake by even allowing Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to think that he's not wanted. I get that maybe you don't want to spend as much, but here's what makes it worse, Ty. This is what adds the insult to the injury when it comes to the situation between Vladdy and the front office. Vladimir Guerrero is an all-star player for the Toronto Blue Jays right now. The same Toronto Blue Jays that tried to court Shohei Ohtani for $700 million for 10 years, but lost out to the Dodgers. The same Toronto Blue Jays that tried to court Juan Soto for $700 million plus for 10 years plus. And so now when your star player is coming to you saying, yo, can I get some of that Soto Ohtani money? For you to turn around and be like, ooh, you see the way my bank account set up? It doesn't make sense. You're literally slapping your own guy in the face. So yes, I'm here to say that look for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to start looking for real estate in South California. Why South California? Because that's where daddy played. Vladdy's whole entire career is based and built off of what his daddy did and didn't do. His daddy played in Canada. Guess who's playing in Canada? His daddy played in South California. Guess where Vladdy's going to be looking? Hello, San Diego. Hello, Anaheim. Hello,
Dodgers.
San Francisco.
Hello, Dodgers.
They got to get rid of Freddie Freeman, so that's gonna
Man, listen, man. Think about what you're saying.
I don't know if Vladdy's gonna take deferred money. Is what I'm saying. I don't know. Like everybody else.
Man, how old is Freddie? Freddie's 32, 33.
Yeah, he just turned 30.
Yeah. You might get Freddie might have 1 or 2 more good years, but this new improved Vladdy Guerrero, this slim down, looking like he's ready to yeah.
I know. Yeah, he speaks English. He does speak English, but not as well. Obviously, he speaks Spanish. Look at Nolly coming through with the facts. Get on that Google machine. Hallelujah. Not just playing Nolly. You never know. Nolly might be a paper.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it is obvious to me. Like one of the reasons why Vladdy still has drive is because his dad never won a World Series. One of the things that he's stated is that he wants to win the World Series so that he can give the ring to his father. So if that's not going to happen in Toronto, I truly believe that since Vladdy is following in the steps of his father, that he will be looking for work in South California. I'm not saying that the Mets and the Yankees won't consider him because I honestly think that he would be perfect for the Yankees. Honestly, like
the Yankees will absolutely listen. If they don't do this, if the Yankees don't get a deal done to sign Vladimir Guerrero Jr., let me tell you what. Now, when you talk about this being the quintessential standing on the ledge, this is like if they don't make this decision to pick up Vladimir, you might as well just jump. Jump. Because this is not only is this a replacement for Soto, it might even be an upgrade. Because Vlad, I'm gonna tell you why I said what I'm saying. If Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is committed to keeping his body in shape, you're getting a different version of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. You're getting the strong version who now moves around that base a little bit faster. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Nobody's looking at Vladdy for base running. We're looking at him for bat.
It's not. Nobody was looking for Vlad for base running because Vlad has always been big. Nobody was looking for Vlad. But this Vlad, you just showed me.
I'm gonna run the bases watching Vladdy. You know what I'm saying?
My point is, if Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is committed, which he looks like he's committed now, if he's committed to being great, bring him on board. At least somebody in the locker room can come up there and motivate the team. If he's going, if anybody could do it, it'd be him.
I think not only would Vladdy reignite the Yankees' fire, he could be a potential replacement for Judge's bat. If I'm being honest, Judge is in his 30s. He'll be 33 this year, and Vladdy will be 27 this year.
Yeah.
So you're looking at the future, New York, and Vladdy already in Toronto. That's just a stone's throw away. I know it's not Buffalo, but it's still kind of in the New York area. He would still be in a market that he gets all the glory. He's a lovable guy. He's got Jose Iglesias energy, right? He does cartwheels and shit on the field. He's a comedian.
The facial expressions for me, bro. like at one point, I felt like he was looked at the interpreter like, nigga, I didn't say that. he's like, you seen him when he was like, he said, like,
nigga, I didn't say that shit.
I didn't say that shit.
So would. So let me ask you this. So I know we're talking really into the future, but would a Vladimir Guerrero acquisition for the New York Yankees bring you back from the Mets onto the Yankees as a fan?
It would show me that the Yankees are back to the commitment of winning and back to that ideal of winning and doing whatever, because that's what made the Yankees teams so good is when there was a acquisition to be made, we made it. When there was the elite player, whenever there was that elite player, and they was like, the Yankees already beat us too. Yeah, because the Yankees knew. They knew that this would be a player to take us to the next level. This is the player this Yankees organization who just fumbled the bag and dropped the ball with the Juan Soto deal, if they fumble the bag and drop the ball with this Vladdy deal, because Vladdy is saying what every player says. I want to be with my team for the rest of my career. You're supposed to say that. I mean, that shows that you
okay. All right. It was 30 minutes after the World Series that Juan Soto was like, all 30 teams. He was not saying, I want to be a Yankee. I want to be. He was like, no. I opened for all 30 teams. So not everybody.
Prior to the loss, Juan Soto said, I would like to be a Yankee. I want to be here. I want to stay here in New York. Now, what we didn't know was he didn't mean in Yankee Stadium. He wanted to stay in New York. It just wasn't in Yankee Stadium. He's like, I want to be in New York. So my whole thing is, if you see the opportunity to sign a generational talent like Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Toronto fumbled the bag, and you don't pick up this opportunity to make yourself relevant again, then the Yankees deserve all of the punishment that they subject themselves to each and every year going forward. That's all I can say. Like, this is an opportunity of a lifetime to solidify a long-term deal with a young, talented player who could bring instant offense to your locker room. So
it would change the trajectory of the Yankees, like their makeup. Honestly, like it also
100%.
gives them a little flavor. All right, so now Jazz has somebody to bounce off of, because I feel like everybody's so bland. Like the Yankees look like unseasoned chicken until Jazz came around, and so Vladdy would definitely add to that. And man, and they need youth, because the Yankees old as fuck right now. They old as fuck. I hate to say it, Goldie's over. Goldie's past his prime. I love you to death, Goldie. I know you're a gentleman. He doesn't, he's one of the few dudes who never makes any emotions when he gets struck out. He doesn't challenge anything. If you get struck out, he walks right off. It's almost like he expects it. I get it, but Belly, Goldie, freaking Rizzo still on the Ritz. They haven't signed Doogie. Right now, Volpe is the youngest guy they got. Volpe and Jazz is the future. They need some more youth. So I would definitely say that this would be a good move on you guys. But I hate to hear about what happened to you with your relationship, bro, because that sucks, man.
Please stop saying that, because I'm glad it happened, because like sometimes sometimes things happen because they need to happen, because if they don't happen, you'll stay in stuff longer than you need to. And I imagine if I hadn't come home that night, how many times this would have been happening, where this guy's just coming over, laying up in my bed, chilling all in my house, going through my stuff, probably stealing my clothes and say, "Oh, I like this shirt." You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Be like, "Yo, you mind if I have it? Yeah, take whatever you want. You already are." You know what I'm saying?
You see a nigga in an Aaron Judge jersey.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this nigga got my hat on with top bricks on the back of it.
Bad top bricks. We don't nickel boom.
Yeah, we don't. You know what I mean? Like, no, hold up, bro. Like, yo, so. I do not regret any of the things that I've gone through. I know I most certainly believe in karma, and I know that I, of all people, cannot sit here and act like I'm Mr. Innocent. I have done some things in my day, and indeed. So if 28-1, that's a pretty tight record, man. I mean, it's. If I was a boxer, I'd be the number one contender. You know what I'm saying? I might be a champion at 28-1.
The sadness about what you experience is that it's not exclusive to you. Unfortunately, as of late, I don't know if you've read or heard about this, but a young man, named Steve Smith Sr., was messing with a former NFL player's wife. And it got ugly as he tried to put him on blast and called him and live streamed the whole thing. Now, before I play this, as we see right here, Black Ron, who's not with us today, probably sleeping, is right here. It says knowingly sleeping with a married woman is not worth the risk. I would love for him to be here to defend that comment because I know Black Ron and I know some things about him and I've known him a while. But let's see what it says. Okay, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna try to do it with a straight face. All right.
It's hard.
So, all right, hold on. All right, oh man.
Oh,
all right. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna play both the voices.
All right.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes. Wait a minute. Yes, sir. Take me deep down your throat, like you kind of like wanted to suck me off. I did. I would have gagged on it, but I had to come home. You enjoy it. You like to feel it. I like feeling it deep in my wet pussy. Me too. Letting you taste it, though, would be a turn on. I would have shot my nut.
Bro, why you sound like John Henry, bro? What
I would have shot my nut all inside your pussy. I love making you come. I enjoy it more when you come inside me. Noted. You get to feel it. Man, that is a salacious text. Bro. Oh my God. And this is what it sounded like.
This is unprotected sex.
Yeah. No, like man,
like, in the mouth. Like that's bro. No.
Oh, in the yeah, this is like
he said I would have shot I would have inside of you. Yo, like the only way you're doing that is if you're raw. And this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like this is a whole married woman and a married man. Yo, Steve Smith is married too. So y'all are both having unprotected sex and then taking that back to your significant others. That's the egregious part of it. That's where charges can be filed. You are literally putting my life in jeopardy. Yeah. You're putting me in jeopardy. You can bring me some type of stuff. That's what, like, it's not just the cheating. It's the salaciousness behind the cheating and how they were just oh God. Like,
stop it. Grow up.
What do you mean?
Give me a break.
What do you mean?
You think that like all cheating is gonna have some nasty shit? Just the fact that we get a window into it doesn't make it different from anything else.
It's not that. No, the nastiness is not what they're saying. It's the fact that
they're having raw sex. That's not unusual.
Well, it is unusual for what I'm saying is if you're a married person and you don't want to get caught and you're a woman, the quickest way for you to get caught is to get pregnant. The best way for you not to get caught is to use protection. You don't know if the person that you're sleeping with also is sleeping with other people, not just his wife or their grown
people with birth control, access to Plan B, access to quick abortions and shit like that. I'm not saying that it's glorified. I'm just saying that that's what's going on. And also, in addition to that, I just wanted to listen into the call because evidently evidently the wide receiver. Who is the wide receiver, by the way? How come I don't know his name?
It's Steve Smith Sr., which is
he's the analyst though. But who's the guy he's speaking?
Okay, so Steve Smith played for Carolina and the Ravens, but he was talking to the husband of the woman that he's sleeping with,
Who's the husband?
The husband is just a man. He's just a man.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like
I'm thinking the lady's name is Nicole Martinez. I don't know if Nicole Martinez is a reporter or if she I didn't get the whole gist of how they met or what the relations. But clearly Steve knew that she was married and she knew that Steve was married, and the husband decided to give Steve a call. And I think you got the audio and we can hear it all.
And yes, let's go ahead and let's go to the tape.
Yeah, you've been fucking my wife, bro. What you gotta say for yourself? I'm sorry.
You're sorry? You fucking knew she was married. You're not a fucking idiot, man. You're fucking Steve Smith Sr.
And you know what that was? That was him incriminating him in the phone call. Like, that's all that was just him making sure that in the phone call, I can confirm that this is who I say it is, and he will acknowledge that that is who he said that I said.
Good. So when he gets that, when they do that divorce
What kind
thing,
of dumb shit was that?
You damn right. What are you supposed to say? He's supposed to say,
Why are you quiet, man?
I
Be a
guess you're right.
fucking man.
He was, fuck you, nigga. She like me more. That's what he's supposed to say. Yes.
Steve. Hey, yo, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you've been fucking my wife, bro.
that's a hell of an introduction to the call.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking man, bro.
Hey, bro, you been fucking my wife, bro.
Hey, Steve.
All that
Hey,
shit you
Steve.
do on fucking TV, all that shit talking you do to other people. Now someone's got you on the fucking phone. You can't even fucking man up.
Look. What was the expectation there? I don't understand what you thought the expectation.
Yo, imagine you're Steve Smith. You just had a long night of being an ex-professional football player.
Mhm.
You roll over, you see a number you don't recognize. You're like, this could be a job. Let me see what it says. Hello?
Hey, yo, Steve.
Yeah, what up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you've been fucking my wife, bro.
Bro.
What you gotta say for yourself?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You're
You know what I'm
sorry?
saying? Like, what do you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you halfway
You
asleep,
fucking knew
you
she
know?
was married.
Nigga, this dude, it's like first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
so yeah, man, that's
I'm
sad.
sorry.
But damn, yo, like what? No, okay, so 2 questions. Number one, why does Steve stay on the phone so long? After he realized what's going on, I would not even acknowledge any of this shit. You know, I mean, I ain't trying to show how dirtbaggish I could be, but if I was in this situation, once I realized what's going on, click. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck am I acknowledging you for? You want to talk all this shit? Come see me. You know what I'm saying? I will pull yo bitch chose me so quick. You know what I'm saying? And also, where is the energy for said wife? Where's the phone call that's recorded for the wife? Where's the camera footage of him going off on the wife for letting her do all the stuff that I will read to you out loud? Hey, yes, sir. Take me deep and down in your throat, like, you know, like the kind of like you want me to suck you off. Yeah. I let it go. Noted. Yeah. Like, come on. Where is the energy for the one who is making the comments in the green? Why we don't see that on the internet? You know what I'm saying? I mean, just to kind of follow off of your lead, when you talked about how you gracefully let this man walk out of your apartment with his life intact, all right, and probably some of your clothes. Let's keep it real. This dude, he just
I was missing some shit. I was like, man, what happened to my goddamn? Yeah, this nigga weird.
What the fuck? Man, you see my hat? God damn it! I'll kick all over it. Hey, you still outside? Hey, you got my hat. Like, this right here. So now, does he continue to do his job? Remember, this is an active member of the media. This is a current NFL analyst. Like, there's a lot of salacious shit going on in the world of NFL reporting and sports reporting. Remember what happened earlier this year with old girl who had messed with the owner and Michael what's his name? Jared I forget his name right now. But Jason Smith's sister. Remember, she was going in all that shit. And
not Jason Smith, Jason Taylor.
Jason Taylor. My bad. Smith. That's my cousin, Jason Smith. My bad.
Jason Taylor.
Jason Taylor's sister. This is
normal. This
I
is
guess
normal.
it's just being the internet is catching up to what's been happening. It feels like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah. In the realm of sports, for those who have played sports or been part of any sports throughout their career, whether it be high school, college, professional, semi-pro, in these arenas, there's a lot of sex going on. There's a lot of sex talk. There's a lot of innuendos thrown. There's a lot of messing around, and you got to understand why, right? A lot of these players take care of their bodies. They work out all the time. They're tip top shape. So when women walk by some of these men look appealing to them. Same thing for the women. A lot of the women that are reporters and on the sidelines, whether they're cheerleaders, whether they're workers that are operating parts of the facilities, a lot of them may be also fit, and the guys look at them in that way. There's no just because you get married does not mean that you become blind to the world.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So if you have a type, or you're attracted to certain features, if you see someone who possesses those certain type of features, then you're like, oh, they look good, or they're handsome, or whatever. Now take that and magnify that, because now we're in close proximity all the time. So eventually, some things are said, maybe you get in an argument at home with your husband. Maybe, he tells you you're upset. And that's how it works. That's why infidelity happens, because it's a response that is triggered. You know what I'm saying? Like in people, and some people respond to it. Some people, what do they do? Push it down. What is that called?
Reject it?
Not reject it, but suppress it. Some people
okay.
suppress it. So my thing is, it's not that any of this is surprising. It's I think the thing about it is that it's public. That's what you hope against. And this type of stuff, like old girl said, when she didn't think nobody was gonna know, she was like, yeah, I'm smashing him and him. And when he becomes not useful, then I'll use it against him. Like, so there is a system here, and it's just part of the system. It's unfortunate that this man has to see all of this play out publicly through text messages and through stuff like that. It's unfortunate that Steve Smith's wife has to see this publicly play out like this, but don't call him, man. That's just because he's not going to give you the answers. Like, what? Think about this, because listen, I told you I've been on both sides, and if you call my phone, I'm going to tell you everything, and you're not going to like it. I'm telling you everything.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna tell you about the stuff you didn't know about. I'm gonna tell you everything. You call my phone. Look, let me send you this video. Let me see these videos.
Oh, you doing that?
Oh, you call my phone. Oh, let me tell you about. Remember that time you look? Because now I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna break down your schedule. I'm gonna be like, remember that time you worked that double on March, and she told you she was going to chill with Amber and them. Yeah, nah, she wasn't with Amber and them.
That's what you're doing. Damn.
She was with me the whole time, bro. And no condoms. Nope, she didn't use no. She never asked me for one. Matter of fact, she told me, bro, don't call my phone. If you call my phone, it's gonna be bad for you. Because again, it's one thing if I know you, and I know that would never happen because I'm not built like that. If I know you, even on any type of level, if I know you, I won't press up on your lady. And you know me like that. I don't violate like that. It's too many fish in the sea for me to be chasing after something you got. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm not like that. But if I met a girl and we smashed and whatever, and I didn't know you had a man, and then your man calls my phone like, yo, what you call? I'm like, who is this? Yo, this such and such man. Why are you calling me, fam? Yo, like I'm gonna be on that. I'm gonna be on that type of time. Don't call me. You talk to your girl. All right, so you still. Well, she told me y'all was just friends. She lying. I'm gonna tell you, she lying. Yo, bro, I like every day you go to work, I'm over there, bro. Every day, like so, like yo, like I'm don't call my phone. I'm telling you, because it's going like you gonna kill her after you get off the phone with me. You just gonna I'm telling you, I'm gonna make you so you gonna feel so small until it's just gonna be like, because I won't do that. I don't do that, bro. Like if you don't know me, don't call me. Don't call me because it's just not gonna be good. It's just not gonna be good. Now, it'd be one thing if you call me on some. Listen, like I have had this conversation before. Listen, man, I don't know you, and I, you know, I don't mean to be calling your phone or whatever, but I just found your number in such and such phone, and she's my girl. Do you know her? And I'd be like, yeah, I know her. And then it's like, yo, man, and like he told me, he's like, yo, man, like I don't have no problem with you. You know, ain't no beef. Could you just let me know, is she cheating on me, bro? Like, is there something going on with y'all? And I was like, look, man, I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. Yes. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm telling you, because I wouldn't want that to happen to me. Like, yo, I ain't even know about you. I ain't know about you. She ain't tell me about you. None of that. You know what I'm saying? But even if she did tell me about you, I don't know you. So, I mean, there's a difference. Like, if like, she'd be like, yo, I got a boyfriend. Well, okay. Like, it's different. Husband. It's different if you say you got a husband. You got a husband. I ain't trying to get killed over no vagina.
So are you saying that you would not have called a man and confronted him on the phone and posted on the internet if you found out that they were messing around? Because conventional wisdom says, and also, final question for you: should he have done what he did? Was he wrong? I mean,
was who wrong?
The guy, the Martinez,
husband,
the wide receiver. Yeah.
No, that's not the wide receiver. That's not the wide receiver. Steve Smith Sr. is the wide receiver. The husband is Martinez. Nicole Martinez is the girl who is sleeping with Steve Smith Jr. Steve Smith Sr.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Martinez, I guess, is the name of the wife's husband.
Yes.
Let me see. Yeah, so I guess that's why we don't know much about him. But
and that is Nicole Martinez. Isn't she a reporter or a cheerleader? What is she?
Yeah,
something for the Ravens. She's something for the Ravens.
So, all right, so it says that she, let me see, Tony's wife is presumably still a member of the Marching Ravens who provide music and entertainment at the team's home games.
Okay.
Steve, and it says here, I'll put it up on the screen. Steve Smith has been fucking my wife. I got receipts. You nasty as fuck, Steve. Hope your wife gets paid. I got a lot more, homie. Whoa, hold on. The passion is hard to forget. I wasn't alone with it. No, I was right there with you. Stadium full of people, and I only saw you again. You wanted, you had me wanting to explode Friday. But holding you was quite all right with me.
Oh, see, that's crazy. See, that's crazy call. Oh, see, then that makes it not even, that makes it seem like y'all like had feelings for each other. Then now it's like, if I'm his wife, it's one thing to have a casual sexcapade. You're a football player. I know what I signed up for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that she knows what she signed up for. She knows who her man is. So, but it's the holding and all of that. That's the part that, as a wife and as a woman, I mean, obviously, you know, no one wants to get cheated on. But when you see it, when it starts to feel like there's an emotional connection, you're like, you had real feelings for them. Oh my God!
Nah.
You know, that's different.
I don't know.
I think so.
I think I'd almost rather my wife catch feelings for somebody. I don't.
Think about it. Yeah. Think about this. You got muted. Yeah. God just stepped in, by the way. God just stepped in and muted you from saying the stupidest shit. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Don't get me wrong. and we can start wrapping up. And I know we went off. We got plenty more for next week because we didn't even get to talk about Wemby. We didn't get to talk about the Eagles not going to the White House, which we could probably bring that up on the way out. Even more on are here, and it's the last Black History Day. I'm sit with it, find it. Okay, but here's what I want to say. Don't get me wrong, getting cheated on is gonna hurt. There's no way to stop it from hurting. But if and I've seen this happen to folks, if I was in a situation where somebody was telling me, look, we were just fucking, it didn't mean anything to me. Now I'm still kind of conflicted, like, well, you know what I'm saying? If you could just fuck and it don't mean nothing, then what's gonna stop you from doing it? You know, like if it's just the thrill of it, you know, you almost wish like something like emotional tugging and pulling and the lack of getting what I got at home kind of opened up the door for it. But when somebody like, oh, we ain't even kiss, I ain't even look at him, like, well, okay, so I mean, are we? I don't want to say hoeing, but are we just out there just, you know what I'm saying? Is this recreational? You know what I'm saying? Is that what we doing now? Like we can't. Like, I'm almost willing to be like, damn, man, if you got caught slipping in feelings, like, I could understand it. But just being like, nah, I'm just going to it don't mean nothing. We ain't kiss. He ain't looking in the eye. We just met real quick. We talked like, damn, well, it don't, like, I don't know. I'm conflicted. I don't know. It's a weird way to feel. Like, it's like, you don't want to, if your wife was like, yeah, I was fucking him, but don't worry. I ain't looking him in the eye. We didn't even kiss. I ain't really like him like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no big deal. It didn't mean nothing to me. I don't know. There's another set of feelings for that. You know, I'm not saying that one's better than the other, but I'm just saying, like, it's still a lot to, you know.
But let's be clear. Anytime somebody says it didn't mean anything, they're lying. All right. So right. But I'll say this. I would much rather, if that were to happen to me, that it would be a casual thing where you did it, and then you enjoyed it, and then y'all did it again and again and again because you enjoyed it. All right, cool. That is you satisfying an urge. That is a lust. That is a lust thing. However, and that is something that can be corrected or not. That is something that can be, you know, you can, with a lust relationship and somebody, they can go move on to the next person and you can get over them, is what I'm saying. But that love, the emotional aspect of it, that laying and holding each other, and when we were in the stadium, it was a full stadium, but I only saw you. That shit you say to each other. I don't want you talking it to another person like you talk to me, because then it sullies everything that you said to me. Now I feel like a real simp. I'm like, yo, like you got me really feeling like a simp. If you saying the same things to everybody. Like, it's meaningless. Now I'm questioning everything. So no, I would much rather, if that were to happen, you know what I'm saying, that it just be a casual thing. Boom, okay, they went, you had it, you know what I'm saying? Because I know how to separate the two. Like, I know how to go and do this, come back and be good, as opposed to having to dedicate the energy that it takes, because you know it takes energy to have a successful relationship with somebody and a productive relationship with somebody. It takes a lot of work and effort. If I'm putting that type of work and effort into another relationship, then yeah, it would make me feel so much different than, yeah, you just went and smashed them, and you know what I'm saying, like, but this, like, yeah, I'd just rather listen to the, you know, I just wanted in my throat, and you know what I'm saying, I'd rather be okay with that, because that's you. I knew you was nasty. I knew you was nasty when I married you. I knew you was nasty. Like, that was what I liked about you. You was nasty. So I expect you to be nasty if you get into situations, because that's where you are. But when you start talking about the feelings and the emotions, and I think a lot of people will share this same sentiment, when it, like, and especially from women, and if I have my ladies in the comments, I know I got you, Nolly. Talk about it, because women, I've heard this before, and not only that, but remember, I told you, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm Mr. Innocent. I've had women in the past tell me, like, when they seen, you know, because I wasn't a good cheater. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten caught many times. And in the midst of it, the things that hurt them the most was that when they realized that I had an emotional connection with this woman as well. They're like, so you love her too? And then then honesty comes in and you're like, oh yeah, I do.
Damn.
And then it's like, like it's a different feeling for them. You can see it. You can see like their soul leaving their body for a minute. Like, oh, like they just died inside. Because that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like when you find out somebody you thought you loved and thought they only loved you, love somebody else. It takes a big person to accept that.
Well, it's a sad thing to have to deal with. So sorry, Mr. Smith's girlfriend's husband, that you're I'm not sorry. You put this on blast. Whatever it is you get out of it, you probably deserve. So yeah, sorry that y'all had to part ways and aren't getting what you wanted out of each other's relationship. On another note, however, sticking with the NFL, speaking about people not being happy, it looks like the White House isn't happy with the Eagles declining their invitation. Well, hallelujah. I don't know how to feel about this, but I got a sound effect that kind of lets me know how I feel about it. It is well done, Eagles. Well done. Well done. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. There's no secret here. I'm not a big supporter of the Trump brigade, but yeah, this was interesting. Were you shocked to see this? I ain't gonna lie. I was a little shocked.
Why were you shocked?
Well, because it feels to me like nowadays, ever since the election, it feels like there have been a lot of mainstream artists and people that have just kind of kowtowed and said, you know what, this is what it is. Trump's here. You know, the Nellies,
name them. That's what I said. Name them. Name them. Please.
Oh, we'll name them.
Names to faces.
Kodak Black, Tiger Woods. You know, I mean, the list goes on and on. Like, there's so many folks that have just been like, you know what, fuck it, man. He's the president. It is what it is. And you know what, maybe he ain't so bad type shit. So I just figured that the Eagles would jump into that camp, but no, the Eagles is like, nah, bro. No, we would not be honored. This is fake news. Okay, let me move this right quick. That may be the wrong joint. There it is. Okay, my bad. This is so yeah, the White House. And the reason you know it's real is because you can see some of the tweets that are made by some of your favorite conservative folks. MAGA loses their minds. Same. Go F yourself. The Philadelphia Eagles declined to visit the White House. Wish I had known this before Super Bowl. I wouldn't have wasted my time rooting for them. Look at your team saying go F yourselves. My husband is a fan, but so I got on board. But F this BS. Okay. Great job on giving yourselves a middle finger to half of your fan. Yeah, okay. Well, look, they're sports fans, not politicians. Eagles won't visit the White House. Oh, cool. Pull all their funding. It's not a federal team. They don't work for the White House.
Oh my!
I respect the Eagles' decision to decline the White House visit. They're standing firm in their values by representing what matters most to them. Yes, thank you, Raj. This is fake outrage. The Eagles said no to going to the White House back in 2018, still standing on business in 2025. Same motherfuckers who were mad then still bought tickets to the games the following season after, and will be doing the same this season and so on. Please shut the fuck up.
Thank you, Shay.
Yes.
Savage.
Word is the Eagles turned down the White House visit again. Can't stand their team, but I definitely respect that. Conservatives were bitching about it 8 years ago. They can go cry about it again. Freedom works both ways. They don't owe that fat guy shit. So I applaud them for standing on business, man. Hallelujah. And let's keep it real, man. It would have been different if the Chiefs had won. They would have been right up there with their lips all up in that ass. I just wonder if Taylor would have
probably, but I can't say for sure. I don't know. But I will say if none of this comes as a surprise, I think Jalen Hurts and his wife endorsed Kamala Harris during the candidacy run, the presidency. Presidential race. So it's not surprising. I mean, this is a team led by their quarterback, and this is an organization that supports their team. So none of this surprises me. it doesn't also surprise me of the names that you listed that did show up at the White House. Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods. Imagine that. A man who was repeatedly stated that he's not a black man.
Not black.
Kodak Black, who we don't even know what's going on with Kodak. We don't know if Kodak was a victim of the Get Out program at this point. We have no idea.
He's been a Trump dude.
Yeah, because Trump got him out of jail that one time. He got him out of jail. Look, I can do all of this. Yeah, so yeah, Kodak. We understand why you have your what you call it? So yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Well,
nah,
sad day for
right. Not all skin focused skin folks. That is 100% true. We have opportunists.
But hey, here's where we are. Listen, man, I think we went on a little longer than we expected, but we still did get some of our points out. But yo, there's still much more to discuss. But don't forget to tune in. If you did on this and you like the way we talk, pull up this Saturday with not only myself and Bad Ty, but Nolly, who's in the comments, and the rest of our geek nerd clique gonna sit and talk some of this nerd shit. But on Tuesdays, for right now, we got like this little sports bar thing that we trying, and we're gonna keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Right now,
as long as I keep pulling up.
We got some
folks. As long as they keep pulling up.
Just shout out the Comedy Hub. I hit it on accident, but hey, here we are. We here today. And thanks for the IG fans. I saw y'all. I know I can't see the comments on the page, but we got some IG comments. So appreciate y'all for pulling up. Pretty cool. So yeah, man. We want y'all to pull on up on us. We're gonna have more comedians and hopefully some even more sports guests. So I'm Vince Taylor. That's the homeboy Tad by Bricks.
Tad by. You know what I'm saying?
Tad by Bricks.
Get your head out of the judge. Get your head out of the judge, bro. Come on.
Head out of the judge. All right, Tyler, we out, man. I'm gonna leave you with this home run by Juan Soto. Good night.